Hey, welcome back. It's been another week. Actually, it's been 2 weeks since I last recorded a vlog, and I apologize, but not much really happened 2 weeks ago, well, a week ago, that seemed to warrant a post. But there's been some interesting stuff that's happened the last, I'd say, week or so. So last Friday, um, Mason came home about 6:15 and knocks on my door and says, "Hey, what are you doing? There's a concert downtown at this local music store, and I know a band who's going to be performing, and it's $5, and you should come." And so I did. It was interesting. We went to a concert for local musicians. It started at 7, and it ran until like 10:30. And there was a whole bunch of different, well, not a bunch, like a few different genres played. There was some indie pop, some heavy metal, some more like rock, some hard rock. So it was all kind of more intense music than what I often listen to. But it was still really interesting to see some of the talent from San Angelo, from Abilene, which is an hour and a half away. One band was just a group of, was like 3 or 4 16-year-olds, and one of them had an improvised bass with a metal wash basin, a stick, and a string connected to the wash basin and the top of the stick. And so he'd strum it with one hand and move his other hand up and down the rope, shortening and lengthening the string to change the noise that it made, which was really interesting and really creative and awesome. But it was a lot of fun to do that. It was unique. It was the first time I'd actually gotten out of the house to do something completely random in a long time, and I think I should do more of that because it was good. And then on Sunday, my friend Amy was in town. She's from El Dorado, which is like 40 miles away, and so she came into town on Sunday morning for church. I saw her there. We chatted a little bit. I met some of her high school friends who were with her. And then we went through church, and then after church we went out to lunch. We went to Wingstop to get some wings, which was delicious. And then we just ended up sitting there and chatting for a couple hours. It was, let's see, we probably got there 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock, but then we hung out and talked until about 3:15. And then we had to leave because one of Amy's friends had things to do at 4, and Amy had a 3.5 hour drive back to Del Rio, where she's from. But it was good to see her. It's the first time I'd seen her in like 4 months, 4.5 months. So it was fun. It made me realize that I'm not very good at having friends here in San Angelo. I spend a lot more time like messaging Squirt and Danny from Lincoln, and a little bit of Matt, Kyle, Katie, Jerica, and Al from high school. So I've talked to some of my friends here in town and said, hey, we need to hang out more because I've been terrible about being a friend here. So hopefully I'll do some more exciting stuff and have more to talk about and just have a little more enjoyable life instead of spending all my time either at work, at church, or in my room. And then lastly, just yesterday, in fact, let me readjust my camera here. Just last night, I ordered a bunch of books. I think it was Wednesday, was like National Book Lovers Day, and so that was really cool. And so Barnes and Noble sent me an email because I have an account there because I buy books because I have a bookshelf and I love books. And they told me that they're having a huge sale. They have their classics that are normally like $10 each, and they're on sale for $5 each. And so I went on there yesterday because I got paid. And I was looking at the classics and thinking, what's the books that I really want to read? Like things that'll challenge me, things that are not necessarily fiction, things that are nonfiction, that deal with like science and philosophy and psychology, and just these things that'll be interesting to read. And so, in addition to the books I'll tell you about in a second, I bought a box set of John Green's novels. Looking for Alaska, An Abundance of Catherines. Oh gosh, I'm blanking. Paper Towns. Fault in Our Stars, and Will Grayson, Will Grayson. I actually don't own any John Green, which is tragic because I love him. So I have those 5 in the mail shortly, in a few days. And then I need to buy Let It Snow, probably around Christmas, just because that'll be appropriate. And then his new novel, Turtles All the Way Down, is coming out in October, and it's already pre-ordered. So that'll just come straight to me as soon as it's released. And in addition to those 5, I bought On the Origin of Species by Charles Darwin, which will be interesting to read and dissect. I bought Paradise Lost. I think it's by John Milton. I could be completely wrong, but that's the name that keeps popping into my head. I bought the Communist Manifesto, because I think that'll be really, I bought these 5 books I thought would be really interesting reads, so I bought them. Communist Manifesto, Paradise Lost, Origin of Species. I bought The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Gonna be real fun to read that too. And the last book I bought was Republic by Plato. I also, in my wish list, have the Federalist Papers by James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, and another guy, but it was out of stock, so I couldn't buy it. All in all, I spent $60, bought 10 books, and it's really gonna vamp up my my book collection. And so I'm thinking next year for 2018, I'm gonna make a list. I'm going to try my best to read 1 book a week. So 52 books. I'll mix fiction with nonfiction, and in the fiction there'll be those, those 4 of those 5, because Paradise Lost is fiction. And then in addition to those, like all these Christian religious books I have here on my top shelf, and maybe some more other books down below. And I have a library card, so I can just go to the library downtown, peruse the nonfiction aisles, and just pick up a random book and read it. It'll be fun to get in the habit of reading more. But that's been my week. Oh, in addition to that, last night I watched Star Wars The Force Awakens for the first time. It was awesome. Loved it. That's really all I can say about that. I probably should rewatch episodes 1 through 6 before episode 8 comes out in November, but I'll get on that sometime. But that's been my week. Hanging out with friends, doing nerdy things. Story of my life, really. So that's been this week. I'll talk to you guys next week. Again, if you want to know something like, what do I do in St. Angelo? What can I do in St. Angelo? That's fun. Or actually, I could take you down to the river next week, so maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself because I'll probably forget unless I write it down as soon as I finish this recording. Speaking of, guys want to talk more? Feel free to shoot me a text, a message, a comment on this video, and just chat with me. I'd be down for that. In the meantime, peace.